Teenagers are always, I'm still always challenged and learning and wondering about what that is for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, but it can be very confronting to actually look yourself in the mirror and realize that it's you that needs to change. I remember clearly when I had that realization myself and did a similar thing to you in engaging a life coach.
Yeah.
So, how did your life coach change your life? And I hear so many stories of people who are totally transformed once they do engage a life coach. How did
Yeah,
it
well,
impact you?
yeah, she was beautiful. She was actually a friend of mine as well. So she knew a lot about what I was going through, but I think what she did do was help me to clear the space. And I suppose this is what I do with families and parents that I work with, is help them to kind of clear away the messy stuff that sort of gets them stuck and that's sort of in front of them, and help them just to come back to really, what's in their heart, and really what like, I suppose the best way to describe it is when we're growing up, and when we're children, we're so free. And you think about any 4-year-old, they laugh and sing and dance, and they can wear a tutu to the supermarket
No
and
inhibitions,
not care what anyone thinks,
no
right? But
conditioning.
that's right. But there's a moment for us where in our development, where generally between the ages of 7 and 9, where we are confronted by what other people might think of us. And so people comment, or someone, you as a child, you don't feel listened to, or you don't feel seen, or you don't feel heard. And so we make up these stories about who we are, and how deserving we are. And for me, I don't know, this is a little sideways from your question, but I found a letter recently after my dad died, a letter that I wrote to Santa. And so it's, dear Santa, I hope you're well, right? That kind of stuff. I would really like blah, blah, blah for Christmas. I had a long list, but I know that I probably don't really deserve it because I haven't been very good for mum and dad lately. And there was
Um,
a kind of a thread through it that was, I'm not deserving.
mm,
And I almost feel emotional talking about it now, but it was reading the letter. I can see where there were moments in my childhood, and with the help of my life coach and lots of other mentors that I've had over the years, that thread of I'm not good enough,
yeah.
that comes from that childhood conditioning. And